Welcome back everyone. Today we are going to solve this number theory question that was discussed in my Facebook and WhatsApp group as part of daily practice problem. This is a very interesting question. It has some tricks up its sleeve. Before we move forward, if you are interested in joining my Facebook or WhatsApp group, please see the details in the description. And if you find this video helpful, please do not forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithm and keeps me motivated to create more of the free videos. So let's get started. Let's read through the question a little bit. We are asked if non-negative integer x is odd. There are some things given about x and there are some things that are not given about. So we are given that x is an integer. That is a good news. And we are also given that it is non-negative. What that means is x is positive, right? No, non-negative means x is greater than or equal to 0 because x could be 0. And that could be one of the tricks in this question, or it could not be, but you have to consider 0 as a possibility. So let's write x as this. This is given to me already, but I have to consider 0 as a possibility. And I have to figure out if x is odd. This is a yes or no question. So when we take one of these statements or both of the statements, we have to clearly answer the question. We have to be able to clearly answer the question as yes or no for the data to be sufficient. So let's start with statement 1. Let's write down the answer choices first. X square has 3 factors. So when you square x, you get 3 factors. Now, you may be familiar with this or you may not be. However, there is a property if you have a prime number, the square of the prime number will always have 3 factors. And the reason is a prime number has only 2 factors, right? So the prime number itself and 1. The square of the prime number would look like this. Again, 1 square is just 1. And the number of factors for any number, the way you calculate number of factors is you prime factorize it. This is already prime factorized. And you add up the powers of the prime numbers. 1 is not prime. So total number of factors for a square prime number comes out to be 3. If you had something like 8, which is not a prime, you can write it as 2 cubed into 1. And again, 2 is the prime number and 1 is not. And the number of factors of 8 would be 3 plus 1. The power of the prime number plus 1 equals 4. If you take another number, let's take 6. The number of factors of 6 would be, let's prime factorize it, 2 to the power of 1, 3 to the power of 1 and 1. 2 and 3 being the prime factors. And the number of prime factors would be 2 to the power of 1. So the power of 2 plus 1 multiplied by power of 3 plus 1 equals 4. So there are 4 factors of 6 possible, which are 1, 2, 3 and 6 itself. This is how you calculate the factors of any given number. And what you would find is when the given number is a prime number, then the square of the prime number, the factors are always 3. So in essence, when x square has 3 factors, what is given to us very clearly is that x is prime. But the question doesn't ask us if x is prime or not. The question asks us if the x is odd. What are the prime numbers? 2 is a prime number, which is even. And 3 and 5 and 7 and so on, these are all odd prime numbers. Since sometimes the answer to the question is no, x is not odd, it's even, and sometimes it is yes, because for 3, 5, 7, x is odd. This statement A, is insufficient to answer this question. So we cross out A or D as the answer choices because A in itself is not sufficient to answer the question. Now let's look at B. We are given x square is greater than 2x. Now remember that possibility that x could be 0. Here it is clearly given now that x cannot be 0, because if x were 0, this would be an equality, not an inequality. So we are given x square is greater than 2x and x is not 0. Also, x is a not negative number, which means x is positive. So here we are given that x is greater than 0 automatically. Since x is a positive quantity, I can cross multiply x on both sides of the inequality, it's positive, and come to the conclusion that x is greater than 2. There is definitely another method to solve it where you could express this as x square minus 2x greater than 0 and solve for it. You will get exactly same answer, which is x is greater than 2. But that's all I'm getting from answer choice B. X is greater than 2. Numbers greater than 2 are 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Some are even and some are odd. I cannot answer the question, is x odd, in any sufficient way. So B is also not sufficient by itself. When you combine A and B though, you know that x has to be a prime number, so 2, 3, 5, 7, and we are also given that x is greater than 2, so this is not a possibility. The only possibility is 3. Again, 4 is not a possibility because 4 is not a prime. 5, 7, and so on. So we have only odd prime numbers left, and we can sufficiently and uniquely answer the question is yes, x is odd. So when you combine A and B, we have sufficient data and we can answer the question as yes. Hence, the answer to this question is C. A and B combined together would answer the question. I hope you found this video helpful. If there are any lingering questions, please do not hesitate to put it in the comments. As I said, I personally answer each and every of the questions and I hope to interact with all of you. Thank you.